Just keep going, just keep going up, just keep going, just keep going up. You can't turn back, you come too far, you can't give up, you work too hard. Just keep going, just keep going up, just keep going, just keep going up. You can't turn back, you come too far, you can't give up, you work too hard.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Dissertation in 90 Days, the podcast that guides you through every step of your doctoral journey. I'm Dr. J, your host, and today we're diving into a topic that is absolutely crucial for the success of your dissertation: building strong relationships with your advisor and committee. Your advisor and committee members are more than just formalities in the dissertation process. They are your mentors, guides, and advocates. The quality of these relationships can significantly impact your progress, the quality of your research, and even your overall experience in graduate school. Yet, many students find it challenging to navigate these relationships effectively. In today's episode, we'll explore strategies for selecting the right advisor and committee members, tips for effective communication, ways to handle conflicts, and how to leverage these relationships to enhance your dissertation work. Whether you're just starting your program or are deep into your research, this episode will provide valuable insights to help you cultivate strong, productive relationships with the people who will play a pivotal role in your academic journey. So let's get started. Let's begin by discussing the importance of choosing the right advisor. Your advisor will be your primary mentor throughout the dissertation process. So it's essential to select someone who not only has expertise in your area of interest, but also someone with whom you have good rapport. When selecting an advisor, consider scheduling meetings with potential candidates to discuss your research interests and gauge how receptive they are to your ideas. Pay attention to their communication style, availability, and willingness to support your goals. Some advisors have a hands-on approach, preferring frequent check-ins, while others take a more hands-off role, allowing you greater independence. Understanding their approach early on is important, so you can determine if it aligns with your work style and needs. Remember, this relationship is a two-way street. You need an advisor who is as committed to your success as you are. Once you've chosen an advisor, the next step is to establish clear expectations. Early on, have an open conversation about how often you'll meet, preferred communication methods, and what each of you expects in terms of feedback and support. Do they prefer emails for quick questions, or do they prefer regular in-person or video meetings? Do they tend to give detailed line-by-line feedback, or do they focus on big-picture issues? Understanding these preferences will help you navigate the relationship smoothly. It's equally important to set realistic timelines for your work and to get an understanding of how long it typically takes them to provide feedback on drafts. If you need a chapter reviewed before a conference or a deadline, giving them plenty of notice is crucial. Setting these expectations up front can prevent misunderstandings and set the tone for a productive working relationship. Now let's talk about building your dissertation committee. Your committee members will provide additional expertise and perspectives that can enrich your research. When selecting committee members, consider individuals who complement your advisor's expertise and who have a genuine interest in your topic. It's also beneficial to include members who are known for providing constructive feedback and who have a reputation for being supportive of graduate students. In addition to expertise, consider the personalities of your committee members. It's important to build a team that balances constructive criticism with encouragement. You don't want a committee that's too passive, but you also don't want one that's overly harsh. Finding the right balance is key to getting feedback that will help you grow as a researcher without feeling demoralized. Once your committee is in place, fostering strong relationships with each member is crucial. Don't just rely on your advisor to communicate with them. Take the initiative to reach out, share updates on your progress, and seek their input. This not only demonstrates your professionalism, but also allows you to benefit from their diverse expertise. Moreover, committee members can serve as mentors in their own right, offering guidance on areas of your dissertation that may be outside your advisor's primary focus. Let's not forget that committee members may have different levels of involvement in your dissertation. Some may be deeply engaged, reading every draft, while others may offer more strategic advice at key moments. It's important to clarify the role you expect each committee member to play and adjust your communication accordingly. Effective communication is at the heart of strong advisor and committee relationships. Keep your advisor informed about your progress, challenges, and any changes in your research direction. Regular meetings, whether in person or virtual, can keep both of you on the same page. When you send drafts or materials for review, provide clear instructions on what kind of feedback you're seeking and be open to their suggestions. One of the most effective ways to ensure productive meetings is to come prepared. Before each meeting, send an agenda or list of specific questions and goals so that both you and your advisor are clear on what will be discussed. Similarly, maintain open lines of communication with your committee members. While they may not require as frequent updates as your advisor, keeping them in the loop can make the review process smoother and more collaborative. Remember, surprises are rarely welcomed in the dissertation process, so transparency is key. Let's address the reality that conflicts may arise during your dissertation journey. Disagreements with your advisor or committee members can be stressful, but they don't have to derail your progress. If you find yourself in conflict, approach the situation professionally. Schedule a meeting to discuss the issue openly, focusing on the problem rather than personal attributes. Listen actively to their perspective and seek a solution that aligns with your research goals while respecting their expertise. In cases where the conflict revolves around academic direction, try to understand the underlying concerns of your advisor or committee member. For example, if they suggest a different approach to your methodology, ask them to explain why they think it would strengthen your research. Often, conflicts arise from miscommunication or differing expectations, and a candid conversation can resolve the issue. If the conflict persists, don't hesitate to seek advice from a trusted faculty member, graduate program director, or even a mediator if your institution provides one. The important thing is to address issues promptly before they escalate. Another vital aspect is leveraging your advisors and committee's expertise to enhance your research. These individuals are seasoned scholars who can provide invaluable insights, resources, and networking opportunities. Don't be afraid to ask for their recommendations on literature, methodologies, or conferences to attend. Engaging them in your research process can enrich your work and demonstrate your commitment to scholarly excellence. Networking through your advisor and committee members can also open doors to future collaborations, job opportunities, and invitations to present your work at conferences. Your advisor can introduce you to influential figures in your field, or suggest opportunities you might not have discovered on your own. Now, let's discuss the balance between independence and guidance. While your advisor and committee are there to support you, remember that the dissertation is ultimately your project. It's essential to take ownership of your research, make informed decisions, and show initiative. This doesn't mean disregarding their advice, but rather integrating it thoughtfully while maintaining your scholarly autonomy. It's important to show your advisor that you can think critically and make decisions independently. For example, when you bring a research challenge to your advisor, Come prepared with potential solutions rather than expecting them to provide all the answers. This demonstrates your ability to engage with your research at a high level and fosters mutual respect. Time management is another critical component. Respecting your advisors' and committee members' time is fundamental to maintaining strong relationships. Submit drafts well in advance of deadlines, allowing ample time for them to provide feedback. Be punctual for meetings and come prepared with agendas or specific questions. Demonstrating respect for their time shows professionalism and can encourage them to be more invested in your work. Let's touch on the importance of expressing gratitude. A simple thank you note or email after receiving feedback or following a productive meeting can go a long way. Acknowledging their contributions not only strengthens your relationship, but also fosters a positive working environment. It's also beneficial to understand your advisor's working style. Some advisors are hands-on and prefer frequent meetings and updates, while others are more hands-off, expecting you to work independently. Adapting to their style, while also communicating your needs, can create a more harmonious relationship. If you require more guidance than they typically provide, express this politely and propose a meeting schedule that works for both of you. Don't overlook the personal aspect of these relationships. While maintaining professionalism is essential, building a rapport on a personal level can enhance your interactions. Showing genuine interest in their research, attending departmental events, or engaging in academic discussions can deepen your connection. However, always be mindful of boundaries and maintain a respectful demeanor. Another key point is preparing for meetings with your advisor and committee. Come to each meeting with a clear agenda, specific questions, and any materials you want to discuss. This demonstrates your professionalism and ensures that the meeting is productive. After the meeting, send a follow-up email summarizing the discussion and outlining the next steps. This not only keeps everyone on the same page, but also provides a written record of your progress. As you progress through your dissertation, maintain a professional demeanor at all times. This includes how you communicate via email, in meetings, and even in informal settings. Professionalism builds respect and trust, which are essential components of strong advisor and committee relationships. Finally, remember that these relationships often extend beyond your dissertation. Your advisor and committee members can become lifelong mentors, collaborators, and professional references. Investing time and effort into building strong relationships now can have lasting benefits for your academic and professional career. We've covered a lot of ground today on building strong relationships with your advisor and committee. From selecting the right individuals and setting clear expectations to effective communication and handling conflicts, each aspect plays a vital role in the success of your dissertation journey. Remember, your advisor and committee are there to support and guide you, but it's up to you to take the initiative in cultivating these relationships. By approaching them with professionalism, respect, and open communication, you not only enhance your dissertation work, but also lay the foundation for future collaborations and opportunities. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Dissertation in 90 Days. I hope you found these insights helpful as you navigate your own relationships with your advisor and committee. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave us a review. Share this podcast with fellow grad students who might also benefit from these strategies. And as always, I encourage you to connect with our Grad Mentor Network for more resources and support. Building strong relationships is a key component of your success, not just in your dissertation, but in your entire academic career. Until next time, keep striving for excellence and nurturing those connections. I'm Dr. J, signing off. Goodbye.